On YouTube, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you guys have been doing so well. So in this video, what I want to talk to you guys about is how Onlinemeded got me into residency. Alright, so before I get to this, how did I mess up on my own catchphrase? How does that happen? I have no idea. Anyway, before I get to the rest of this video, I want you guys to know that you are greatly, greatly loved, and that you are wonderfully and beautifully created, and that you are capable of far more than you could ever imagine. Alright, let's get right to this. So Onlinemeded, how did it specifically helped me get into residency? Alright, so coming from a background of failing the MCAT, doing okay on step 1, as you guys saw from my video of all my scores, I made terrible score on the MCAT. Step 1 I made 227. Coming from a Caribbean school, that's like okay, but you need to do better. You don't need to, you do need to, but it's like if you don't, you're gonna kind of be on the edge. So I really needed to increase my score on step 2 CK to make residency programs kind of jump at my resume a little bit, or kind of jump at my application a little bit. So I knew that on step 2 CK I needed to increase by quite a substantial margin so that residency programs, even though I came from a Caribbean school, would want to dive into my application, and so I beat all those filters that they put on it. So how did Onlinemeded help me do that? And again, I'm going to say this video is not sponsored whatsoever. Onlinemeded did not ask me to make this video, although I did make a match video for them, so you guys have to check it out. But I just really enjoy them, so I wanted to share my testimony, I guess, with you guys a little bit. So during my third year rotations, I decided to start watching Onlinemeded from the very beginning. And day 1, I made a deal with myself. The only resources I will use for step 2 CK is Onlinemeded and UWorld. That's it. So day 1 of third year rotations, I was in surgery. I started watching the surgery videos. I just lied to you. I did not watch the videos. I do recommend watching the videos. I only study the notes. But I started studying the notes. I studied the notes literally every single day, supplementing with UWorld, and anything from UWorld that was not in Onlinemeded, I annotated UWorld into Onlinemeded. So then by the end of my third year and fourth year, after every one of my rotations, the only thing I needed to do was practice questions and study Onlinemeded, and that was it. And so I started doing that, like I said, in third year, and I did Onlinemeded, and then after I got through, I was like, this isn't all that much material. Like, I feel like it's missing. I feel like there's more. And all my colleagues were using case files and using Step Up to Medicine and using X, Y, and Z and all these other resources, and making me feel like I was missing out. But I made that promise to myself. No, I'm going to keep it simple. One resource with UWorld, that's all I need. And I'm so thankful I did. And so going through my third year rotation, I did very well on the surgery shelf exam. Going to my next rotation, internal medicine, did very well on the internal medicine exam using only Onlinemeded and UWorld. And then the same cycle kept going on and kept going on, that I kept doing well on the shelf exams, getting honors on the majority of them, only using Onlinemeded and UWorld. And so what it came down to is that all the stuff that you need to know is in those 2 resources. So it eliminates a lot of the junk and a lot of the stuff that you don't need to know, and the essential stuff, the crucial stuff that you need to know to do well on that exam is in Onlinemeded and UWorld. So if you know those both cold, you are going to do extremely well. And so you guys now know that it helped me do well on my third year shelf exams. Well, then going into step 2 CK. Alright, all of my MBMEs were going extremely well. My UWorld practice assessment was going very well. And again, I stuck to my guns, Onlinemeded and UWorld. And I took step 2 CK and was able to increase my score from a 227 to a 254 using only Onlinemeded and UWorld. And so I am extremely grateful and extremely thankful to Onlinemeded for helping me get into residency, because I truly believe by that jump of going from a 227 to a 254 helped me get the 20 plus interviews I was able to get for MedPeds residency, and really make my application kind of stand out to the residency programs. So that's kind of my story. That's how I believe Onlinemeded can help you get into residency, and how I would truly trust them, and only them, with supplemented with UWorld, to help you excel in all of your exams coming into 3rd year and 4th year of medical school. Alright guys, that's all I have for this video. If you guys have any other questions, please comment below, and always smash that like button, smash that subscribe button, and as always, you guys, and to end the video, I want you guys to know that you are greatly, greatly loved, and that you are wonderfully and beautifully created, and that you are capable of far more than you could ever imagine.